history poorly taught is the dullest subject in the world. It should be the most exciting because it's about people, the most unpredictable creatures we have on earth. But the point I've always tried to drive home in my class is simply that unless you understand the emotions of that time, you'll never understand the war. Half the American population then was under the age of 21. That's unbelievable, but half of the population was under the age of 21. And they had all of youth, innocence and naivete and immaturity, especially in the case of emotions. They went to extremes. College students are that way, I find. They don't like you, they love you. They don't dislike you, they hate you. They think in extremes. And so that's what I try to impress upon my classes. You've got to feel what these people are like. You've got to come to know them. So I stress emotions. By the time my current class finishes this spring, they will know Robert E. Lee as a man. They will know Abraham Lincoln well. They will laugh at some of Stonewall Jackson's eccentricities. But more especially, they will cry at some of the effects of the war. And so in my class, I'm sure the students will say, I'll make them laugh, but there are going to be times I'm going to make them cry. And when I make them cry, then they have come to understand history as something that was real and meaningful and soul deep to those people. And once you get familiar with the people and understand how they were feeling, then you get to understand history. I have the people say them themselves. I quote soldiers a lot. For example, in the first battle of the Civil War, which was fought at Manassas, there was a Rhode Island soldier named Sullivan Ballou. And a week before the battle, he wrote his wife Sarah a letter. He had a premonition he was going to die. And in this letter, he spells out his love for her and says, after I'm gone, if you feel a breeze crossing your brow, it will be my breath, whispering your kiss, etc. And I will read that Sullivan Ballou letter at the end of the Battle of Manassas. And suddenly those students are not remembering some reenactment they've seen or some map of eras moving back. They think of Sullivan Ballou, who didn't come home. And this is the kind of thing I strive to make history live. I've kept on teaching long after I should have retired because I love the kids. A good professor is as young as his students. And I don't feel old. The kids keep you invigorated. I cannot go anywhere. It seems I don't meet one. I went to Victoria, British Columbia for a wedding, and I mean that's west of Vancouver. And in the hotel lobby, this man walked up and said, "You're Dr. Robertson. I had you for history back in such and such, and you are a great professor." Well, that touches me. To make that much impact on the student, and secondly, the student remembers it. And you know, in the fall, I always looked forward to going into class on Friday before a Saturday game because there would be parents there, and I would have taught either the mother, the father, or both. And it's enjoyable to see them again. And I shall miss them.